Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Coach Shaquan. Thank you for tuning into this week's Speaking Truth, the video edition. So, Speaking Truth is my newsletter where I share my truth, things that I've been through in my marriage, in my life, just lessons in general, okay? Anything that makes up my truth for the purpose of connecting with your story. Because I truly believe that I'm not in this alone, and while our experiences may be different, while the journey may be different, our experiences can be very similar. And what can we do then to inspire each other to be better, to do better, and to really get the things that we want? Okay, so thank you for joining me. I'm going to tell you a quick story that was really too much to type if you want to know the truth. That's why I'm doing the video. But I was so excited that I had to get this message to you. So this is me in all of my rawness and being very authentic and vulnerable. And yeah, here you go. So, this is going to be a great segue into what I'm going to talk about today. So tomorrow is my 10-year wedding anniversary. Yes, 10 years. Boom, boom, boom. 10 years I have been married. I've been a wife, and I've done this thing that I said I do too, and I really didn't know what I was doing. So I am really excited that we are here and we are able to celebrate and really reflect over everything that's happened over the past 10 years. There's a little small piece of this that I just had to own, which is I really haven't been wanting to toss confetti and do cartwheels. And I didn't know why. I didn't understand why I haven't made a big deal, because I'm a big deal type of girl, right? So I didn't know why I wasn't making a big deal over the fact that tomorrow's my anniversary. Yes, like those of you that were there, you remember it was a night to remember, and it was that was our first dance song. Oh, yes, loved it. Anyway, loved my wedding. Love it. So, yeah, why am I not like over the top about my anniversary tomorrow? Well, because I'm not where I thought I would be. My marriage is not where I thought it would be. And I had to look back, and 10 years ago, I really planned this. I stood at that altar and I looked him in the eye and I said, in love, what did I say? Love, honor, comfort, all those things, to have and to hold, in sickness and health, for richer, for poor, as long as we both shall live, to death do us part. Like all of that. I promised to submit and do all that kind of stuff, right? It was 320 of you there. Like, you remember, that's what I said. Yeah, that didn't quite turn out the way I planned it. It was a lot in those vows that I didn't understand. I didn't know. I said them. I didn't know what they meant. I thought I knew what they meant. I thought I could make it work. I thought that my plan would be enough to make it work, right? So, a couple years into this marriage thing, I realized, okay, so those vows, whoa, I really need to start going back and really think about what I said. And we began to have challenges. And we did not get to the point of separating and not speaking and that. It wasn't that. Ours was more of a disconnect in our intimacy, and a disconnect in how we emotionally responded to each other. And it took us to a place where we've always had great communication. We were talking, but we wasn't saying nothing, we would be around each other but feel so far apart. It was just a very difficult time, and adding kids into the mix, and challenges with the job, and unhappiness and unfulfillment there, and got to sprinkle in a little family drama every now and then, and friendships were being tested, and it was just a lot going on, man. It was just a lot. Disconnected from my church home, and not really understanding the true connection that I had lost with God. Like, it was just a lot that happened, and seemed like a quick amount of time, because 10 years ago, I had a plan. So it wasn't really working out for me. I wasn't where I wanted to be. And I had to take a hard look at myself, and I had to say it's time to come up with plan B. Okay. So I looked at everything that I had and everything that I wanted, and I said, I got to make a plan to come up with, like, I gotta figure this out, right? So planning hasn't always been my strong suit. So it was very challenging for me because I didn't take some key steps. Plan B, right? Well, I had to be aware. I had to be conscious of what was happening, what was going on, and how I contributed to the disconnect in the marriage. And so I had to create a plan around that. Well, what will I do? Well, let me pull back. I'm more than a Mrs. I'm more than a mom. So let me figure out who I am. So after I did that, I had to go to the second part of the plan, which was own it. I had to own it, and I had to be accountable for where I was and what I had become and had what I believed about myself and about my marriage that no longer worked for where I was and where I wanted to be. And then I had to be open to sharing those emotions and those breakthroughs with people I loved and people I trusted, even outside of my husband, because I needed to see a different perspective. I needed to be open to something new and something different, because what I was doing wasn't working. I planned it. I stood at that altar and I planned it, and it was not working. And I wanted it to work. And he wanted it to work. So plan B was important for me. And when I look at tomorrow and I think about where we were supposed to be, what the plan was, we were either going to go do a destination vow renewal, or we were going to have a big party in the city, or we were going to do a getaway for two. Like I want to go to Arizona. Okay, I've heard they have the best hiking trails and mountains and the best spas. Like, that's my getaway for two for my husband and I. That's what we want to do. But we're not doing that tomorrow. That's not quite in the plan. Like, we barely talk about dinner. Like, where you want to go, what you want to do, want to catch a movie, because we didn't realize how valuable it was to come up with a plan B until we realized that the first plan didn't work. And then say that that's okay. It's okay that it didn't work. What will we do now? So the message that I really want to send and really want to give you is, what's your plan B? So your original plan didn't work out. What's your plan B? Because the truth is, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. It's supposed to feel this way. It's supposed to look the way that you see it right now, because you have the opportunity to create a new plan. Do something different. If you want your plan to work, sometimes you have to make adjustments to it. You have to work with what you have right now. And sometimes you don't want to go there. Sometimes you don't want to hear the truth about yourself and what you've contributed to the to not having your original plan be met. You have to do that. That's part of the plan. You have to be willing to go there and feel it and face the truth. And then do the work. Make the investment. That's part of it. There's no dream you can get for free. There will be a cost to every dream. Time, money, some sacrifice, some compromise. If you want it, you have to make the investment, and you have to be willing to go to your plan B and make it work for you. So tomorrow is our anniversary, and I am excited. And although it doesn't look like what the original plan was, I know that we are exactly where we're supposed to be, and we're building and we're connecting, and we are changing the way we show up, and other people around us are feeding off of that, and they see what we're doing. And now we can show up in truth and tell our story, how we got here, and share that information with you guys to help you all get where you want to be. So get your plan B. And let me know how I can help you create that plan, how I can teach you what I learned that could be beneficial to helping you get what you want. That's why I'm here. That's the purpose. That's actually part of plan B. To get where we need to be, we need to sow into other people. So uh, contact me. Let's talk. Schedule your session with me. It costs you nothing but your time. And we'll talk about what your original plan was and begin talking about what plan B looks like for you so that you can get the things that you want. So thank you for listening to me. I appreciate you for following me, supporting me. Remember, you can find me at CoachShaquan.com. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all under Coach Shaquan as well. Give me your feedback. Let me know some topics you want to talk about, some things that I could share with you in my truth to help with connecting with your story and, again, being an inspiration to help you continue to build a healthy relationship with yourself first so that you can show up in truth and very authentic in your most cherished relationships, okay? Take care, everybody. Talk to you soon. Deuces.